Do you do any production yourself?
Yeah. Do you produce your own stuff?
Most of it, and then just send it off to somebody else.
I swear to
Okay.
God.
To like mix and master.
Do you think it's like? Do you think it's important for artists to know that side of things, like production?
It's not important, but
Is
it's
it
just
common?
it's easier to know it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you know it, if you get an idea of a song, you can just jot it down and
Yeah.
bang it in.
Yeah. Do you find it like what kind of software are you using to produce with?
Pro Tools.
Pro Tools.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Pro Tools or Logic. Yeah.
Very few young lads I know are using Pro Tools these days.
Yeah. I use it in college, you see. So,
Yeah, they teach you that, don't they?
Yeah.
That's class.
but Logic's far handier. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm using at the moment.
Where are you from originally, and like where are you based now? I was like reading that you're spending a bit of time in like Nashville and London as well.
I'm still based at home in County Armagh. That's where I'm from, obviously. So,
Okay.
Silverbridge area, and you probably heard of Crossmaglen, the football team.
I
No?
haven't.
No, wow.
What about you, Troy?
You're talking to a guy that's lived in London for the last 5 years.
Fair enough. Crossmaglen be known for like winning All Irelands, I guess,
Okay.
Club All Irelands. So, I'm like 5 minutes from there.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah,
What do you prefer? Like you did spend some time in America, right? Or no?
I went to Nashville, and I want to move there now because I just love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your music is kind of, I've listened to it, it's kind of like, it's got that Nashville vibe to it.
It's real folk.
Yeah.
It's like folk pop, I would say the genre is. So it's kind of yeah, it's definitely very popular over there. Like Noah Cannon and all them boys live over there.
Is it easier to
Zach
get gigs over
Bryan.
there? Like there's so much music obviously going on all the time.
There's a lot of open mics going on over there. So it's like if you want to do an open mic, you can just go in and sing your 2 songs. A lot of people over there have wrote songs for famous people. So you might go into like an open mic, and this fella might just sing like a record beside you, and like, God,
Yeah.
you wrote that song? You know, that sort of thing? It's mad.
Crazy. It's
Yeah.
like ghostwriters and stuff.
It really is, like, yeah.
Oh.
Is it
cool,
good
though.
for collaboration and stuff?
Yeah, I like over there it's probably the main hub for that. Like,
Right.
it in LA. I've never been to LA, but it's just that's just where it's at. Like,
What about
Makes sense.
London then?
I'm currently working with 3 people over in London. Adam Argyle, he's wrote like Trainwreck for James Arthur, and then James Earp, who's also done Lewis Capaldi's Bruises.
Okay.
Wow.
So they're good people. And it's a nerve-wracking thing because when you're going in, you're like, what are these people going to be like? Plus, I only done my first songwriting session 3-4 months ago.
How did you line that up like?
So my manager, she lives over in London, so she was
Right.
like, I'm just going to throw you into whatever sessions I got. She actually found probably the biggest sessions ever for me, and I was like, shit, can I like cushion this?
Like a pinch me moment, yeah.
Yeah. And went in anyways, and I was like, just see how it goes, and I went and got a banger out of it, and that song actually comes out tonight, believe it or not.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Sweet. You performing it tonight?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How did you, if we go back to kind of more of the early days, then how did you get introduced to music?
My grandfather played music in like the show bands years ago.
Okay.
He would have like toured Ireland playing like, it was like country music. So back then my mom, she would have went out with him. She was like playing the accordion and the guitar and stuff like that there. So it really originated from Granda, I'd say. And then mom taught me my first 4 chords on the guitar, and went from there. I think the first song I learned was like Wagameel or something mad like that. So,
Okay.
That's usually where it starts. So.
yeah. So
What age then did you start like writing music?
17, 18. Really bad songs. Like I put them up on Spotify, and at the time thought they were unbelievable.
Yeah, it's always the case though, isn't it? You
Yeah.
think it's great in the moment, but when you look back, they never are. They?
Yeah, I seen that you were releasing songs. Like I think you were like the earliest one you did on Spotify was 2022.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I was like, wow, you only released it for this many years.
It's weird. It's weird because just recently I've taken a lot of my songs off Spotify because I've got this new genre now, and I'm like, if people go back and listen to them old tracks, they're gonna be like, what has happened to this guy?
I hear ya. Were they big tracks though, the ones you've taken down?
Not necessarily. No. I mean, the first track for me to go viral was Limitless Love.
Yeah.
I was kind of teasing it online. Woke up one morning and there was like 1.2 million views on it, and I was like, what's actually going on? What do I do here now? What's happening? So I was just like, I'm just gonna ride the wave and keep posting about it. And that's actually how I got my management, funny enough, because I had a manager previous to that who passed away. He took a heart attack one random evening, and we were like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm stuck here. Like,
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at that.
yeah, I know, but it's mad. Like, and he managed Van Morrison, believe it or not. So it was like I was the first artist he took.
Yeah.
took on from Van, and I was like, this is nuts.
Okay.
John's just passed. What do I do? And Limitless Love went viral, and then Jordan reached out to me, and I was like, yes, let's work together. So
What management is that now? Are they Irish based?
she's based over in London.
London, you said,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
And so Limited Love, you said you woke up one morning and it was 1.2.
yeah, it was mad.
How did it like go so viral? Like, how does that even happen?
I think it was because the track, Noah Cam was trending at the time,
Okay.
and everybody's kind of listening to that folk pop genre. I posted this. I was like, if you like the Lumineers or Noah Cam, you might like this.
Mm.
And it just kicked off, and then I woke up the next morning, and I remember Mom was like, "Do you know you've like millions of views?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "You serious?" And then I looked on my TikTok, and you know it shows like notifications on TikTok. It was like 99 plus notifications. So I was like, "Which is cool."
Yeah.
Went into it, and I was like, "Oh, this is mad, like
Mm.
nuts." So yeah, from there I was like, okay, so this is I found my genre. From then I was like, folk pop
Okay.
is what I should be
Okay.
focusing on.
So TikTok, like it really is that powerful. If you create a good video, it can actually
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
But the thing was, the video wasn't
Mm.
an amazing video. Like it's
Yeah.
it's
Was it
me,
you speaking to the camera, just like,
and
off?
then the song plays after. I'm like, if you like Lumineers No Can, you might like this. And then the song's playing, and I'm honestly standing looking at the camera.
sometimes
Yeah.
the most authentic things work, though, you know? People
But it's so
resonate with that.
strange, yeah,
You could do
I-
a full production video and it wouldn't get half as many.
yeah. And you put hours into it. Like
Yeah.
It's crazy.
it's a strange platform.
From when you started writing music, let's say at 17, to the point where you released your first song, what was that gap?
3 years.
3 years. Why did it take so long?
One, because I hadn't a clue what I was doing on like
Okay.
Pro Tools or Logic, whatever. Then
You
I went-
you wanted it to be fairly. Were you like a perfectionist in a sense?
yeah, I wanted it to sound half decent, I guess.
Yeah.
All my mates were like they knew that I sang, like I done the pubs and all that sort of jazz, but I was like, I want to release my original music, and they were like, why don't you just put it on Spotify? And I was like, is it that easy? And they were like, yeah. So I was like, so I recorded a demo anyways, and the demo was probably the song that I put up, you know, the version I put up,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that sort of thing. So listening back, I was like, oh god, like I only took the first track down like last week.
Okay.
So I was like, I can't have that up anymore.
Yeah.
When I've got new productions and like people are mixing and mastering my songs now, I'm kind of like, this has to sound
Yeah.
a bit professional. You know?
Yeah, I hear you. You kind of have to let go of the past a little bit.
Yeah.
Just move
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
What did your kind of, what did your day to day look like kind of when you were starting out, and then now that you're like more established and you've got a management and stuff, what does that
Well, I was
changed?
when I started writing music, I was still in school,
Okay.
so I was doing like all the dramas and stuff in school and
Right.
all that
Head of the
jazz.
choir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spring concerts and all that sort of jazz, you know. So it was like I was doing all that, and then went on to college to study music and audio production. So I actually met my keyboard player at college as well, and he was like, why don't we just get a song together? And we done Greatest Mistake in college, and it's done pretty well. And then from there I was kind of like, I just want to continue to do this because it's working. And he's called Odhran as well, which really stirs the mixer. But anyways, he was like, you need to focus on this more than anything because you know you've got potential. So
Was like music always a career path? Did you ever see yourself going down a different route? College or what you wanted to?
I just quit my job about a month ago working in a school.
Okay.
It was like teaching music and stuff, but it was all in Irish in a Gael school. So I quit that a month ago, and I was like, I never wanted to be the teacher. Like I always wanted to do music, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, just focusing on gigs now and recording new music and stuff. I'm basically in London every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Do you think that's the same for a lot of Irish artists, like kind of like singing or in a some sort of performing, I don't know, mindset? Would they be getting picked up by London management and getting flown over to London an awful lot? Is that common, do you think? 'Cause is there anything here for Ireland? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Honestly, there's not a lot.
No.
Well, for me, anyways, I felt like there's not a lot of
What's that down to?
even co-writing. Like
Okay.
it's hard to get a co-write at home, like because everybody at home that is a songwriter tends to just go off to London or to Nashville or LA, and they're not around, so you're never going
Yeah.
to get them at home.
Yeah.
So but I was more inclined then just go to London, because I mean it's what, a 50-minute flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah.
It's
It
fair
doesn't
handy.
feel like, it feels like nothing traveling to London.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, people are like, oh my
It's
god,
like
you're in
getting a
London. I'm
train
like,
or a bus.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
easy, like, yeah.
it's literally 50 minutes away.
Sometimes the longest thing is getting to the airport.
That's
the
it.
worst-
Like
that's the worst
it,
part.
it does. It takes me longer
Easy.
to get to the airport
Mm.
than the flight over
Yeah.
to London.
Yeah, mad. You mentioned that like your early songs, like you went and deleted them because they were so different to what you're producing now. How has your sound evolved, let's say, and like what kind of influence did that kind of change?
Yeah, I grew up listening to Passenger.
Okay.
So Passenger's real folky, like, and I actually I got signed to his booking agent, the same booking agent he signed to 2 months ago. So got to meet him, and I was like, this is mad. Like, I went to one of his gigs in Dublin, and I was like, I grew up listening to your music and all this sort of crack, and he was such a genuinely nice guy. Just wanted, like, he didn't ask me. He was, it was the time, was it Euros was on? Maybe that was a few months ago, was it?
I don't know.
But anyways,
Yeah, you could have been. Yeah.
he was just
Well,
sitting
right,
watching.
yeah.
He was sitting watching the England game. He's like, "Do you want a whiskey? Do you want a beer and stuff?" I was like, "This is mad." Like, I
Right.
grew up listening to this guy, so he was a big influence for me. Gregory Allen, Mumford and Sons, Lumineers, all that type of vibe. So I grew up listening to that genre. And even in the pubs, I'd be singing all their covers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess that's probably where the influences come from.
Okay.
Them guys.
All right. Going back to college, you were doing what was it, music?
Music and
production?
audio production. Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, for me it was, because it's something I use now day to day. Even as like something as simple as editing a video and stuff.
Yeah.
You do learn all that
Yeah.
in the course, but when I want to jot down demos and stuff, I can just do that now.
Yeah. Did you do any sports or?
Yeah, I play Gaelic,
Okay.
soccer.
Okay.
I should probably stop playing football, because every time I finish a match, I'm either injured or something's happened to me.
Really?
Oh, it's bad.
Are you extremely injury prone?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. But I'm just a lunatic. I think that's probably, I'll just go ahead over heels to get the ball and probably
Yeah.
just wreck myself after it, that sort of thing. But that's just...
I was reading that your three biggest songs, obviously Limitless, Love, and your other two, they were self-released, weren't they?
Yeah, they're all through DistroKid, yeah.
Okay.
DistroKid.
And do you work
Nice.
with any? Do you
Yeah.
work with any labels now, or has that changed?
Currently talking to a few.
Okay.
It's at the stage now where I just have to be really careful and choose the right label or the right partner, I guess. So it's it's a mad moment at the minute, but I just got to take my time and make sure I make the right decisions from now on, I guess. But yeah, DistroKid was my go-to. Like, it was real handy.
What is that? I'm not.
It's a distributor online, and it's really,
Okay.
really, I mean, anybody can use it. And it's, you pay like a subscription a year or
It's
something.
like 25 a year or something.
Yeah, it's
not even crazy.
It's real cheap.
Right.
And you just put it up there, and they
Yeah.
give you like a pre-save link, all that sort of jazz.
Which is
and-
I was very surprised when I heard that, because when
Crazy.
you see the amount of streams your songs have, you would
Yep.
think you're with a big record label who's pushing it.
yeah, but that's it's like, that's all the TikTok fan base
Yeah.
going over to Spotify.
Yeah. And when were they released? When was Limitless Love? When was that?
2 years ago now.
Okay. And do you think that TikTok works as well now as it did back then?
Yeah,
It does.
I mean, I think you need to have some sort of the song has to be either intriguing, or your videos have to be intriguing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you want people to, when you're scrolling down TikTok and you're like, oh, there's a video, and then you just scroll past it. You want it to be engaging from the start. So you're like, if you have something that is really engaging from the start, people are more inclined to stay and watch the video.
Yeah. 100%.
So it's getting a song that also has that catchy hook, or a melody or something that people are like, that's very good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Were you always fairly comfortable making these videos and post them online?
No.
No.
That was always like, I hate standing in front of the camera, because I'm like, what do I do here? Like,
When did the penny drop for that then?
I guess through Limitless Love, where I was actually in holidays, and it was going viral, and I was like, I'm in the middle of Salou, and I'm gonna have to make videos here of this song in Salou. It was more of a working holiday, I suppose, than anything, because I was like, my manager was on at the time. They're like, you need to continue to make videos, and I'm like, but I'm on my holiday, and she was like, yeah, but you're going viral. Yeah, do you know, like.
Yeah.
So I think from there on, I was just like, listen, it's just a video. Everybody's doing it. people don't know you, so what's the point in...
Yeah, you just have to let it go.
I kind of think it was kind of like, it was nearly embarrassing or something. I don't know if embarrassing is a word, but it was like people from home are watching this going, look at that idiot, like.
Yeah.
Like,
And what's
from your home.
Yeah,
I get you.
Like, look at the state of your man there. Like,
I was gonna say no, you're from Armagh.
Armagh, yeah.
It's probably a very small town, kind of.
Yeah, where I live is just like a small village.
Small mindset, like.
So everybody knows you.
Everyone knows you.
Yeah, and like it's like.
You'd probably be famous there now, though. Like you once you got past all the videos, posts, and all that, you go back there now, and everyone's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say famous, but like everybody would know of me. You know, that's
yeah.
But I'm just so laid back. Like, so people are like, "Well, what's cracking?" I'm like, "Well," they'll be like, "Oh, seeing you online," I'll be like, "Oh yeah." You know, it's kind of like
seeing you on TikTok there.
Yeah. I was kind of like, "Oh, you're still at the music, guy?" I'm like, "Yeah."
It's always that.
Yeah,
still at it.
Yeah.
Doing a bit.
Still there, like, yeah. I'm getting
so Irish, isn't it?
Isn't it? Like, I'm getting there, but if you really look at my I've like Limitless Love's got 4 million views. They wouldn't know that. Like, do you know what I mean? They just think like, oh, he's
he plays guitar and he sings.
Yeah. And where are you playing this weekend? Like, and you know, like, it's like mad. People don't realise though.
Yeah,
especially the older generation, like they haven't a clue. God loves them, like, but God, they haven't a notion, like. Yeah. TikTok, what's that?
Yeah.
You're still on the TikToker.
Oh,
yeah, that's me. Yeah.
I read there as well that you signed like I don't know how long ago this was, but it was a publishing deal with the publisher behind Hosier. It was like Evolving Music.
Yeah, Evolving. Yeah.
Are you still with them?
Yeah, still with them.
And what kind of impact has that had, or what do they do for you basically?
So they'd organise songwriting sessions and stuff.
Okay.
And luckily enough, they're owned by the same owners that run MCD.
Right. That's handy.
It's huge.
So they've been getting me a few gigs and stuff.
Yeah. They run most of the gigs in Ireland, and
they're the number one booking agent in Ireland. Like,
do you know like how many artists would MCD have globally?
Oh God, I wouldn't have
I didn't know it worked like that. Did it? MCD? I thought it was just more events that they hold. Or is it?
I don't know.
Do they staple artists to the event? I don't actually know how that works.
I don't know. Oh, I think they have loads of artists. I think they have. Yeah.
We need to get somebody from MCD on the podcast.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Going on. Yeah,
that would.
They're like a black box, to be honest. Like, I don't even know what they do. They do so many different things. Like,
it's mad. It's wild. Like,
yeah.
But yeah. So I could say to them. It was at the time where Dermot Kennedy was doing a competition. It was called Between Me and Paradise competition. You know, a song Paradise.
Yeah.
With Medusa.
Yeah.
So he's doing it was like a TikTok challenge. It was like, if you cover my song, you'll basically win a signed guitar, and I'll share your video, whatever.
It's a brilliant marketing strategy, isn't it, from him? Getting
pre-save the song, all that sort of jazz, you know. So I put the cover up and won the competition, and he sent me a guitar and stuff, and it was mad, like it was nuts. But anyways, after that, then MCD, I done a few support slots and festivals and stuff. So they were like, listen, why don't you sign publishing? So Evolve and then come in and sign from there. I think it was 2020 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What advice would you have for, let's say, artists looking at publishing deals, like thinking of signing it? Is there anything that you've learned from that? Anything to look out for?
I mean, just if you just have to be sure of the publisher's going to take you in hand, as opposed to like you're not just a fish in a pond, you know, like they have to make sure that they look after you as much as everybody else, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And just be careful on who you choose as well. There's a lot of
backstabbing.
Yeah. The music industry is fairly cutthroat. That's what I just said.
Are you seeing more of that now? The kind of more vulture.
I've been offered a few deals and they were shambles.
Really, yeah.
But it's in fine print.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
You really do need to be careful.
Do you have an example of anything that they would have shown you? No, anything.
Like there could have been something that would say like in perpetuity, which means forever.
Forever, yeah.
Which I had no clue about.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's so scary. Forever, like.
It's nuts, like, and it's like people looking to have like even your back catalogue and stuff, songs that you've released and stuff, and it's like. Maybe like in it they would have like I'm just giving you an example. I'm not gonna say who they are, but I'm just gonna say like it was like basically we'd like to retain your back catalogue, and it was like basically
you've released beforehand
for life. And I'm like, thank God I seeked legal advice, because I.
And what are they trying to tie you in with? Is it like the signing bonus or?
Yeah, they'll be like, oh my God, here's an advance.
Advance, yeah.
Of X amount, and you're like, wow, like that's amazing.
Yeah.
But like, they've got you, like they've got you by the balls, like.
Jesus, no one. I put pen to paper and wouldn't even think about it. I was like, sweet.
But that's what people do. Like, people think, oh my God, I've got an advance.
Yeah.
Of X amount of money, and you're like, wow, this is gonna change my life.
Yeah.
But really, like, you, by the end of the day, like, they have to recoup all that money, like, as well.
Yeah, 100%. And a lot of people wouldn't have the money to go get a lawyer to look at it, like.
Yeah.
So didn't know they were doing deals like that anymore. That's crazy.
Yeah. So just be careful, I guess.
Okay, good advice.
Yeah.
What's your songwriting process like then? Like, if we take Limitless Love, how did that come about?
Limitless Love, it was, I guess, one of the. I love watching movies. Like, I'm a sucker for a movie. Like, so if I see something in a movie, I'll just jot it down. Or a lot of my songs are. Most of them are based off like life experiences and stuff, but if I'm away somewhere and I see, like, I don't know, like, Limitless Love is a love song, obviously. I was in London and I seen, like, this couple were out. This is so random, but this couple were out in the green, around like Paddington Station or something like that there, and they were just so in love. And I was like, this is mad. Like, I was just looking at them. I was like, how does that work? Like, you know, that sort of thing. Like, but and then I was just jotting things down. I was like, oh, like, their love is literally limitless. Like, and I was like, that's a song. Like, Limitless Love is a song.
Yeah.
And just wrote it from there. And then my writing process is I tend to start with the music first. So I'd have like a guitar melody, and I would literally play through what I think the song is in my head using the chords, and then write the words to that after.
Okay.
Mightn't always work. Like, I might have a guitar melody for a verse, and or jot down the verse, and the chorus might absolutely stink. So I just chop that out and then just go again.
And has that been the same, like, since you started, or have you kind of learned things that work well for you and don't work well?
Well, it's been different through songwriting sessions, I guess, because you have a second opinion, or maybe a third opinion, depending on who's in the room. So, like, if I noticed a thing where when I go into a songwriting session, they'll always have their voice notes recording when I'm in. As soon as I'm in, they have their voice notes recording.
Well, for everything you say?
Just for everything. Like, so they would also have their mic rolling in the studio. But I didn't know this was a thing, right? So I went in and I was just playing guitar, just on my track Close to You that comes out tonight. And I went in and I was just playing the guitar and stuff, and Adam was like, there's our melody. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you just played a melody there on your guitar. And I was like, did I? He was like, yeah. And then just took the voice note back, and I was like, that's mad. So I was like, that's something that I'm going to do now from now on. Just go into my room if I'm recording. So I've currently moved out of my home house, so that I've turned my bedroom into a studio room now. So as soon as I go in there, I'm just like, voice notes on, whatever I come up with. Yeah.
Smart. Very smart.
It's a good idea.
Do you prefer the songwriting sessions in the studio, or do you like being on your own, let's say, at home writing?
I do love co-writing. Just because you do have that second opinion, and if they think of a different melody that might be better than your melody, just go with that, you know, that sort of thing. And when you're on your own, you're always going to have your own melody in your head. It's hard to get your own ideas out of your head, you know, that sort of thing. So no, I prefer co-writing as opposed to.
Wow, that's like the first I've ever actually heard someone say that. Everyone loves to do it in their bedroom or in their own space.
I mean, I love having my own stories, and sometimes it's just like, how do I put that scene into words? Right. When you have someone there to help you as well, it's super supportive and nice. Yeah.
Do you find yourself hitting periods where, let's say, that's a creative block and you're struggling to come up with new ideas for songs, or are you fairly okay with that?
I'm always writing. You're always writing? Yeah, like I've got so many ideas in my notes that I haven't even started yet, as like production on. So I've got it literally, like I've got so many songs there ready to go, but just have got no production to. So I'm always writing songs on the go. If I see something like on the tube or something in London, I'll write it down in my notes, that sort of thing. So you've always got ideas, like.
Okay, so your first big song then, what was it? Was it Limitless Love?
Limitless Love.
That was it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a big one, wasn't it, for your?
Yeah, and then after that, it's kind of like I have to follow this, like.
Yeah.
And that's
pressure.
Yeah.
Big amount of pressure, that.
And you're always thinking, is it ever going to be better than Limitless Love? And I released a song called My Oh My, sorry, after that, which is kind of a similar genre. And I'm just going to be honest, it didn't do as well as Limitless Love, but people still enjoy it. And people still found Limitless Love through My Oh My as well, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of new people, a lot of new listeners who didn't know me because of Limitless Love. They knew me through My Oh My. Then I just consistently, every 8 weeks, I was like, I just need to keep releasing, why not, like. Then I released My Hometown, which was obviously about my hometown. So funny, I wrote the song about leaving my hometown, even though I still live in my hometown. But anyways, I will probably leave eventually, but I released it, and then I can't get back up. But yeah, this next song that I'm teasing at the minute, it's coming out tonight. It's gone viral as well.
Oh, really?
Already?
Yeah. So
are you excited about that?
It's
What's it called again?
Close to You.
Close to You. Okay.
I'm really excited about it.
How has that gone viral already? That's crazy.
So it's you have a lot of pages, right? So it's like there's this page called Bangers Only where they reshare a load of pages, load of songs and stuff. Yeah. So they reshared it 3 weeks ago, and there's like 4 million views on that video. And then there's like combined, I think, out of all the videos, there's like 12 million views.
Wow.
On the song, and people are just mad on TikTok. Like they're like, I started teasing it about a month ago, and even at that, like I was like, okay, we'll do 2 weeks tease, give them the pre-save, and then it'll be out. But even at that, people are just not happy. Like they just want the track, and they're like, I'm honestly going to come to your house and murder you if you don't release the track. And they don't mean it in a bad way. It's like it's
how desperate it is.
Yeah.
The pre-saves, do you find that works well? So what is it? How does it work again? Can you explain it for people who don't know?
Yeah, so you upload your song to a distributor. They give you a pre-save link. A pre-save link is basically, if they click onto the pre-save link and it'll take them onto their Spotify page, they will basically, as soon as the song is released, it'll be in their library, and they'll get a notification that Odhran Murphy has released Close to You.
Okay.
You'll get the first listen, basically, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's basically just a reminder.
Yeah.
Of the song coming out, and it will just add that to your library, like your songs and stuff, and it's fair handy. But honestly, I don't think it cares. I don't think it matters anymore, like, because if a song's doing well, people, and you put up a video and like, this song's out now, they're just gonna jump. They're just gonna go straight there. Like.
That's what I always thought. I was a bit confused by it, but no, I get it. Like, if you want to be reminded and get early.
People say that it's useful for like playlists and stuff like that there on Spotify and stuff, like editorial playlists, but like Limitless Love got no editorial playlists.
No,
not one. Like,
and how long in advance would you lock in the song for release?
4 to 6 weeks.
And does that give like Spotify the time to like review, to check and see if it's something that they want to put in playlists?
Yeah, it should. Jeez. But Limitless Love got nothing. Like, so that's 4 million streams
with no playlist.
Yeah,
that's impressive. Yeah,
that's insane.
So that's been going well now, but I think I've only ever got one editorial playlist, and that was with My Oh My.
Okay.
Which came after Limitless Love.
And where's most of your listenership coming from?
The States.
The States. That's what I thought. Yeah.
It's mad. It goes the States, UK, Germany, Netherlands, and Ireland's like 5th.
Okay.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
But Dublin is the most listened city.
Right. You also had one song make it onto Love Island. I read about that. Was that early on, or when did that happen?
Yeah, that was before Limitless Love.
Okay.
So that was called Stars, and I actually wrote that song with the idea of getting it on.
Okay, really, yeah.
Love Island, and I was teasing at the time on TikTok again, and I was like, imagine this in Love Island. I was like, everybody tag ITV or Virgin or something at the time, and everybody done that, and we're tagging Love Island and stuff, and then someone reached out to me from Love Island and was like, we love this track, can we put it on? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Something makes it sound so easy, doesn't it?
It's a good
Yeah,
one. It's
it does.
clever. Not many people would think of that.
No,
But
you wouldn't.
It's a good route to go down.
You wouldn't.
But like people think, oh my god, you got your song on Love Island. Like, how much did you get? Like, I'm like, shillings. Like,
Yeah. You don't get paid, no?
no, you get nothing.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Do
just
you know,
about-
like,
yeah.
people, oh, he must be fermenting now. Like, I'm like, honestly,
funny.
if you see my
Yeah.
bank account, you'd laugh. Like, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, it's
And
funny.
was it what you kind of built it up to be? Getting it on Love Island, did it have much of an effect?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice
Yeah.
to see it. Like, I was at a football match.
Okay.
And luckily enough, I was injured, right? So I was sitting on the bench, and my manager was like, "Oh, and you're on Love Island tonight." Like, I was like, "Wow, I'm at a football game." Like, he's like, "Well, you have to leave. Like,
Yeah.
you have to get this moment." Like, so I says to the coach, I was like, "Listen, I have to go. Like, I feel sick." He's like, "You don't feel sick at all, do you?" I was like, "No, my song's Love Island." He's like, "Right, like, good luck." And I just legged it straight in the car, straight home, and just made it.
Yeah.
And like I was with all my family and stuff. It was nice. Like, it was a nice moment to.
Nice. Is there anyone helping you out on the marketing side of things?
I do it all myself.
All yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. And like outside of, let's say, your TikTok videos trying to make them go viral, is there anything else that you've found works well in terms of promoting like both yourself and your music?
I'd say TikTok.
Yeah. Is it kind of like collaborations, I suppose, would be a big one too, wouldn't it? Playing gigs with big artists and kind of getting that exposure.
Live performances.
Just anything in general, just marketing side of things, what have you found works well?
I honestly like my like nobody's going back with flyers now, are they? Like, you know, like
No.
my song's coming out, like,
Yeah.
send them into the local
True.
shop. Nobody's gonna take any heed to that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's all on social media now. Like,
Do you find that those videos, when you're like speaking directly to the person viewing it, do they work the best for you now?
yeah, it's more engaging because they're like, oh my god,
He's speaking to me. Yeah.
did you see that new Smile movie?
I did. What? Why?
Because have you seen the trailer for it is insane, where there's a guy literally smiling at you right in the trailer, and he's just looking at you, and I'm like, he's actually staring into my soul right now, like, and it's so engaging. And it's the same for videos. Like, it's like when people are looking at you at videos and they're like, hey you, and you're like, me.
Yeah.
It really is engaging, like.
Yeah, yeah.
But that Smile thing just freaked me out. I don't know why I thought that, but that, like, on the trailer he's just like literally smiling and looking.
Did you see the movie?
Yes, I did see it.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
What did I think of it? Oh, what, like, it's entertaining kind of, but there's like the story behind it is shite.
Oh.
I love movies. Like,
I like a movie with a good like,
it belongs
and you don't know what's gonna happen at the end. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a mystery kind of. With that, it's like, it's different. It's just kind of, it's a fun movie.
I
Like,
couldn't
you
sit there and
know.
watch that.
Could you not? I love horrors. Like, I'm
Okay.
like,
Fuck no.
they don't phase me at all. Saying that, like, a good jump scare, like, I just like, I'm like, yeah, boy, you got me, like, you know, that sort of thing. But like, yeah, I'm a big movie fan. Like, I love movies. Like, favorite movies probably like Shawshank or
Okay.
Interstellar.
Classic.
Yeah.
Interstellar is a good one.
Epics, like big epics.
Oh yeah,
What about yourself? Favorite movie?
God, I don't know, man. I'm not really a movie guy. I kind of, to be fair, Top Gun Maverick was my favorite one. I think.
nice,
I don't know why. I just thought it was sick.
random but nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's one of those ones.
Yeah,
I'm more of a series guy, to be fair. I like
Yeah.
to follow. I like to follow a story all the way through.
What's
Yeah.
your favorite? What's your favorite series?
I'm watching a series at the minute called From. Have you heard of it?
No.
From no.
It's fairly good.
Okay.
It's these people basically rock into a town, and something happens where they cannot get out of the town. It's a horror. Of course, it's a horror.
A horror series is like a different level.
That's a different level. That means
You
love
watch it for like
you
months.
love it. That's
I do. People are like, he's a weirdo. Like, sits in his room
I'd watch
and
a
just
movie
watching
that time.
horrors. Like,
He's writing love songs by day and then fucking horror.
yeah, it just doesn't add up, does it? Like, but yeah, I'm watching that at the minute, and it is so good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's on like Paramount.
Okay.
Why I have Paramount, I don't know. It's a
Yeah.
weird, random.
like
Probably the only person in Ireland with that.
It's really on the it's on the dodgy box. Let's be honest.
Is it? Yeah. Where did you get your start then in terms of gigs? Like, what's the first? Do you remember the first show you ever played, and how did that go?
My first show or like pub gig?
Just pub gig.
Yeah, pub gig. Like, I rocked into a pub gig illegally when I was 15 with my sister, and she was like, "Come on, should we do a gig?" And I remember, like, we had this small amp, and like everything was going through this small amp, and it was probably like distorting and everything. I remember your man at the bar was like, "Can you turn that up?" And we were like, "If we turn this up anymore, this is gonna blow up." Like, you know. So yeah, it was like a small country pub, I guess.
Right.
When I was like 15ish.
And were you comfortable at that age performing, or were you ever nervous?
Oh, I was cacking it back then. Like I was nervous at the time, but like now it's just second nature.
Yeah.
I do always get nervous before going on to like a show, but after the first song, I'm grand. Like it's dead on. I'm currently out on tour at the minute with Lyra as well, so we done our first show last week in Wexford.
Okay.
Got Galway tonight, so.
What's your opening slot? How long is it?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So that's like 8 songs.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
You play your own stuff, obviously.
Yeah, it's mostly my own songs and a cover.
It's always impressive when someone can do like an hour and a half show and they've got that many songs to just make it last that long.
Yeah, it is, but also people are paying to see them, so everybody knows their songs. Whereas it can be hard for the opener because people mightn't have heard of you.
Yeah.
And it's like, who is this guy? Like, you tend to when you're opening for somebody, people are less interested in the opening act.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Naturally, they will be.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
But I feel like they'll also be quite interested in hearing someone that they don't know. And
Yeah.
if it's good music, they'll still enjoy it.
Where TikTok also helps because your song's gone viral, and like last week when I was playing Limitless Love, so many people were singing. I was like, this is mad.
What a feeling!
Really, yeah.
Honestly.
That's good.
Yeah. It was lovely.
Yeah.
So it was nice. And then I done my first headline shows in Dublin and Cork 3 weeks ago now. So they're fun. I done the Soundhouse in Dublin.
Wow.
It was class.
Do you feel a difference in pressure between headlining and just being a support act? Because when you're support, let's say, there's not as much pressure because there's still the headliner to come.
Yeah.
And it's not over if you mess up, kind of a thing.
I think the only nerve-wracking thing is it's like ticket sales. Will people come and listen to me?
Yeah.
And like every artist will experience the nerves of ticket sales, like. And it's like you can stream 5 million streams on a song, but will people come and listen to me? You know, do you know that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Luckily enough, they did come and listen to me, so I was happy enough. But like, it is nerve-wracking for any artist to put on a show. But yeah, I had this band they're originally from Kerry called We Are Simple Things. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they opened the show as well, and it was just a really cool show. Like, it was good. It's good crack.
Who else have you performed with? Any of the big names that we know?
Tom Walker.
Yeah.
I've done Tom Walker. I'm just trying to think. I've done Darren Kiley.
Yeah, we know Darren. Yeah.
Yeah. My head's gone blank here. I've done all the festivals. I've
You done EP as well?
Yeah, I done
recently?
EP.
Seen that.
Yeah. Was that your first festival?
No, I done Independence, Kaleidoscope, C Sessions.
Fun.
So,
C sessions would have been decent. I bet.
it was class.
That's cool.
But-
That's still going, is it?
Yeah. EP was savage. Like, it was.
You were on
really,
a 3-stage as well. That was a
Yeah.
decent size as well.
Yeah, it was good crack. And a lot of people from Armagh, I guess, come up for the crack as well, so it was good. Yeah, and Armagh had just won the All Ireland.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
They did, didn't they?
Oh my days! Yeah.
Forgot about that.
It was a great buzz.
Yeah.
That was some day out as well.
Yeah, we've seen the videos up in Armagh. It's nuts. Afterwards,
Everybody's just wild in Armagh.
wild. Yeah, it seemed that way, anyways.
Yeah, just different world.
Yeah.
We're just brought up differently, I guess.
Hearing stuff like that actually scares me to go there. It's like they're just all party animals. They all just go at it.
They were like fighting with each other.
Yeah, they actually were.
Why? Like, there was so many videos too.
Yeah.
It's like all of us down the Galway were just watching it and we're just entertained. Like,
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, we beat Galway. That's just
That's
sorry.
it's a Galway podcast, lad.
Yeah. Sorry, lads. Yeah. Oh God, they're gonna hit me now.
what would you say has been like the toughest part of this journey so far? Is there anything that stands out? Any moments that were
just being
tricky?
consistent?
Consistent.
Yeah. The releasing, like, after Limitless Love, I was like, oh my God, it's just gonna go downhill from now. From here, and then it's luckily enough, Close to You's kind of give me a new avenue of life, I guess. It's definitely sparked up the labels as well, which is
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
So I'm currently at the position now where I could quit my job.
Which you have done
in the school, which I have done now. So it's kind of
yeah.
It's been a wild ride, but a good ride. Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's interesting for the people to see as well, like where you have to kind of get to in order to quit your job. So it's like kind of where you are now. It's like where people should be.
Yeah, but I never thought it would ever go this far either. You know, like I'm just a normal lad from County Armagh. You know, like so it's from everybody like around Armagh. They definitely just see me as that, which is nice. But yeah, it's just at the stage now where it could just go mad.
Yeah. And what does like success look like for you? Like if we were to look forward, like say 5 years time, where do you want to be?
Sell out shows, like everybody's dream is to sell out shows. People that know your songs. I always said like I don't care if I'm playing to a show of 50 people or 500 people. They're singing me songs, but now I'm like I like 500's not even a number in my head now.
I'd say that's a crazy buzz playing the show.
Yeah. I just want to go. I just want to be the next big thing, I guess. Like everybody else does, but you just got to keep grinding, and hopefully it will happen.
Yeah. Is that kind of like if we look at like Gavin James and stuff like that? Like what was his journey like? Was it a long time before he kind of blew up, or did he kind of have success fairly early on?
Honestly, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I do listen to Gavin James songs. They're savage. But like Gavin James could put on a show tomorrow in Dublin, it will sell out. Like
yeah, of course, yeah.
That's the point you want to get.
He's older too, though, isn't he? What would he's like mid-30s or something?
Yeah,
isn't he?
I'd say so. But yeah,
it takes time. Like,
I mean, if you can do that, you're laughing, aren't you? Like,
yeah.
But I also don't want to be stuck in Ireland, where I can only sell out shows in Ireland and nowhere else.
Yeah.
Do you know? And a lot of artists do fall under that category where it's scary that they can't go even to London and sell out a show in London. Like, I don't want to be that guy. Like, or that girl. And yeah, the aim is to go beyond London and Ireland and go to the States and yeah.
What's like the biggest lessons you've learned then in your journey so far? Are there any like kind of traps or pitfalls you see newer artists fall into? Maybe they're focusing on the wrong things.
Just honestly be yourself.
Right.
Because if you like, I've seen so many other people who just copy other artists and it just doesn't work for them. And it's just like you've got your own material that is obviously unique to yourself. Just go with that because it will work.
Yeah.
If you believe in yourself, it will work.
Yeah, it's good advice. All right, cool. I think we'll wrap it up there, but
nice.
Like before we do that, like where can people find yourself on socials, and then is there anything you want to announce or promote as well?
My name is Odhran Murphy, obviously, but it's awkwardly spelt, and this is a thing where I get all the time, and people are like, is it Odhran, is it Odhran, is it Odhran, whatever you want to call me. It's Odhran. You can blame my mother for that, and it's it's an awkward one, but it's Odhran Murphy, Murphy, and music. You can get that literally everywhere. Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok is Odhran Music.
Sweet. We'll add it to the description anyway, so we'll link it there where people can find you.
I'm currently on the tour at the minute with Lyra. I play Leeds Festival on the 16th of November. And let me think, is there anything else? I'm on the support with Darren Kiley on the 30th in the INEC in December.
Nice. Where's that?
The INEC in Killarney.
Killarney. Okay, sweet. All right, nice one. I think that was a good episode. That was fun.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah, no worries.
Appreciate it.